So here are a series of exercises with a med ball for the scapula and rotator cuff. So we start by reaching the ball up and down. So here we're trying to promote scapular upward and downward rotation along with elevation and depression. And we then can go side to side, so keeping that upward rotation, which is that overhead position, and that elevation. We then roll the ball from side to side. And finally, if we feel competent up and down, side to side, we can perform circles, which does require the most amount of coordination. Just to make sure we keep our arms straight and our trunk nice and set, as you can see from the side here. So again, you can see starting rolling up and down, you can see that upward and downward rotation of the scapula occurring, then side to side. And then if we feel competent with them too, after a couple of sessions on this, then we can try and draw circles. And this is going to help improve our stability in an overhead position. From there, we can also try it in the front position here. So if we work on exercises like bench press or planches, anything that's horizontal pushing, these can be great too. So you can see as I go up and down, there's that slight bit of upward and downward rotation. And you can see I can go side to side. We're going from a little bit of protraction to retraction. And then the circle, obviously the most complex, the most amount of coordination. We're incorporating all three. Again, you can see the arm stays straight and the trunk stays nice and set. Finally, you can perform it in a side position here. This is probably the least specific for certain positions that you'll be working through, unless you're working on something like cross, or potentially with muscle ups a little bit as well. If we're going a little bit wider, this can be quite useful. But here we perform the same movements, up, down, side to side, and then we can draw circles. So the way we'll be performing this will be using time. So for example, it'd be like 30 seconds in each direction if it was a circle, for example. What you'll find is that'll just get you to keep at a good tempo. There's no need to try and rush the reps because you're going to keep going until the time has finished. Worth mentioning also is that it will probably feel quite difficult to start with. You might not even be able to perform the time allocated, but after a couple of weeks your coordination should improve here and you should become more efficient actually using the muscles around the shoulder blade, the rotator cuff, and therefore you should be actually increasing your stability in this overhead or this front or side position that you're utilising the exercise in, and that will mean that tasks like handstands should improve. Enjoy!